You don't show up and you say you want to be discipled, and you're not giving your timeline. You say, I'm usually only free Thursday, 7 p.m. You are not ready to be discipled. You have come as you are, but my challenge is you cannot stay as you are. Some people don't have the capacity to say sorry. You're in a relationship, you did something wrong. You yourself as a guy, you know you did something wrong. You will not say sorry. You will not go out in the evening around 7 p.m. and go and buy suya. That's not how to apologize. Say sorry. Open your mouth and say sorry. When we just got married, my wife told me this thing. She said, I don't know how to apologize. Me, I'm from Warri. It's not in our DNA to say sorry. I don't even know how to just put those words together. Which one is I'm sorry? Do you get? And when she started pointing it out consistently, I realized that it's something I needed to work on. Right? I'm sure that maybe today, before I even make any statements, for a lot of people, I will start by saying, oh, I'm so sorry, this and this, this and this. I had to cultivate it. And there are other areas that she's still pointing out to me that, I need to improve on. Discipline is not pleasant. Discipline is not pleasant at all. Right? But you need to raise your threshold for pain. Raise your threshold for pain. Discipleship and discipline goes hand in hand, and it's a very painful process. I won't have the time to break it down to you today, right? But you understand that the life of Christianity is a life of come and see, to come and die. Yeah, you start with come and see. So you invite people, because Christianity has to be invitational and challenging. You first come in as you are, but you're not permitted to stay as you are. So the disciples said to Jesus, I won't have the time to get into that today. When the disciples said when Jesus insisted he was going to go and raise Lazarus, you know what Thomas said? Thomas said, since our master has insisted, he said, let's go and die with him. They knew that if Jesus goes to that city, he will be stoned. They were looking for him. They said, let's go and die with him. You know you have moved from come and see to come and die when you know that this is intentionally difficult for your flesh and it is sacrificial. Yet you say, let us go and die with the master. You are no longer in a space where you're saying, it's not convenient for me to do this. People show up in church today and they determine how they want to be discipled. Error. Discipleship is not fun at all. It's not fun. You don't show up and you say you want to be discipled and you're not giving your timeline. You say, I'm usually only free Thursday, 7 p.m. You are not ready to be discipled. You have come as you are. But my challenge is you cannot stay as you are. Your growth must be visible. It must be visible. We must see that you have intentionally subjected your flesh to certain things. Paul in the 1 Corinthians, he said that I beat my body as an athlete. Right? Some translation says that it was if you look at Bible commentary, it was physical beating. You wake up in the night by 2 a.m. You don't feel like praying. You slap yourself. You go and pour water on your face. You open your eyes. Say, this eye, it will be open and I will pray. That's how you know that you are now being discipled. And you've moved from convenience, right, to sacrifice. So you can come as you are, but you're not permitted to stay as you are. In fact, there is a timeline for this discipleship to happen. If somebody